African Americans get irritated at Myron from Fresh and Fit for the same reason why they get irritated at Tyler, who says, I'm colored. They don't like challenger continental Africans who come from the continent, go to the West, do well, and challenge their monopoly over the black voice in the world.
And here we go again. Man, these people love keeping black Americans, foundational black Americans, names in their mouths. So let's break all the little bullshit that this dude said. Let's break it all down. First and foremost, foundational black Americans are not irritated at people like Myron and the Fresh and Fit podcasters for coming to this country and quote unquote doing well, even though these people come here and they don't do nothing any different that black Americans haven't been doing for centuries. We are irritated with Myron because he uses white supremacist talking points, and he is a very anti-black individual with his rhetoric, and he's also known for associating with known anti-black pundits as well. So that is our issue with Myron. Has nothing to do with where he comes from. And as far as Tyler claiming colored status or whatever, in America, we don't do that. We don't separate our skin tones by colored and octoroon and quadroon and all of that stuff. We don't do that. Here, we all black. So the girl can identify with whatever the hell she wants. But when she come here to this country and starts claiming colored, but she still wants to get into the African American or the black American, foundational black American spaces and make money and become rich off of the foundational black American experience and the foundational black American entertainment, then that's an issue, yes.
But as America declines, African American influence in the world will also decline.
Dude, that is straight up jealous, tether, hater talk. That's what that is. You're obviously jealous of the success of black Americans, and you're obviously jealous of the fact that African Americans, black Americans have influenced the world still to this day. You go to other countries, nobody's mimicking you. Nobody's mimicking y'all. Nobody's mimicking your country. Nobody's mimicking Nigerians. Nobody is mimicking Cameroon. Nobody's mimicking South Africans. When you go across this planet, everybody is mimicking African Americans, foundational black Americans, because we are highly influential and we have influenced this whole entire globe. We are the face of blackness, and that's never going to change. And the world is not going to see y'all as the face of blackness.
They want to hold the microphone all the time and talk about systemic racism and police brutality. Fine, fair enough. We heard your story before. We supported Black Panthers. We supported the civil rights. We supported Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. But you are not the only people in the world who are victimized by Western imperialism.
Where do you get this we shit from? Y'all come here and y'all support yourself. Y'all don't support black Americans when you get here, and we're not asking you to either. And you want to talk about support? It's the black Americans who come to different parts of Africa and put boots to the ground and support y'all, not the other way around. It was foundational black Americans who supported the fight of Nelson Mandela fighting against the imperialism of the Boers, of the apartheid regime. It was black Americans fighting against that. It was black Americans who was putting boots on the ground for that. It was the black Americans like Stevie Wonder, Sly and the Family Stone, black American music artists refusing to do shows in South Africa because of the actions of the Boers of the apartheid. It was foundational black Americans like Gil Scott-Heron who made songs like What's the Word, Johannesburg. It was foundational black Americans who left this country, went to Ethiopia, and helped the Ethiopians fight off Mussolini and his regime. It was black Americans that helped the Ethiopians put a stop to the Italians colonizing Ethiopia. That was black Americans who did that. It was foundational black Americans like John C. Robertson who went to Ethiopia and taught the Ethiopians how to fly planes and how to defend themselves in the air against Mussolini's invasive regime. You want to talk about support? We support too. We come to your country. We come to places like Ghana and other countries in Africa. We build businesses and employ people. And what do y'all do when you come here? Y'all need to start showing some respect. If it wasn't for black Americans, foundational black Americans fighting in the streets, getting bust upside the head, sprayed with water hoses, dogs sicked on them, and all of this shit, and fighting for rights for immigrants like yourself migrate to this country. We fought like that for you because we thought that we were going to have some allies of the same skin tone. But boy, were we wrong. And I'm just going to end it like this. Foundational black Americans are the leading voice for blackness across the planet. Whenever somebody wants to think about or know about anything of black culture, they look towards black African Americans. We will always be the black voice of the world, and no amount of jealousy or envy or hatred is going to change that. So quit trying to be disrespectful tethers and trying to take our place in who we are, because you're never going to be able to do that.